Hi Scorpio, welcome to your weekly reading. This is your reading from December 3rd through December the 9th, 2018 for all Scorpios out there that may be watching, whether you are a Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, or Scorpio Rising, or if you are on the cusp of Scorpio. Let's see what's going on for you this week, December 3rd through the 9th. I'm looking at 6 cards today. How you see yourself today, Scorpio. What is the theme for you this week? What is the big picture? Something that you have already learned that will be useful for you to remember this week. Your challenge, a lesson you are learning now, and a gift you will receive this week. For Scorpio, let's see what's going on. December 3rd through the 9th, please. For all Scorpios that may be watching, please give me 6 cards for Scorpio. One more for Scorpio, please. Okay, let me just move this up. Alright, at the bottom of the deck we have the Four of Swords in reverse. I can't remember, there was another sign that I read for this week that got this card in the same position. I want to say Cancer for some reason. Yeah, it might have been Cancer. But anyway, the underlying theme or challenge of your reading is the Four of Swords in reverse, which to me indicates tired mind, a tired mind, needing to take a mental rest. You could be just exhausted from, for example, thinking about the same thing over and over again. Similar to the Nine of Swords, but different in that usually this has to do with the mundane world. So, for example, you are just tired, you're just tired, you may have like mental fog. It's suggesting that also someone here may be taking a vacation or a rest, and the guidance with this card is to reintegrate what you've learned from the time out that you've taken. If you've been on bed rest, if you've been taking a vacation, some of you are taking a vacation this week, but what I'm seeing here is that there's a need to rest your mind, possibly rehabilitate yourself in some way, get your mind cleared, and what is it that you've learned from your time away? Like if you've been taking a sabbatical, a vacation, if you've been on bed rest, whatever. This is a mental energy. Yeah, I'm seeing that this could be, we have the Empress also underneath the deck, the Empress in reverse. So if you've been feeling under the weather, if you've not been feeling well, Scorpio, definitely this is just it's telling me that it's time to just breathe. Take a break from your thoughts around relationships, take a break from, your thoughts in general. It could be you just have a tired mind, you need to take a break. So let's see what we have got going on. How do you see yourself today, Scorpio? We have the Two of Coins in reverse. So this to me talks about feeling overwhelmed, okay? It's like dropping the ball here, but it could be that your emotions have been on this up and down roller coaster. So it's suggesting that you are maybe feeling a little overwhelmed. Maybe you've been going back and forth between 2 different places. Maybe you've been trying to juggle 2 different things. This is just telling me that something has become too much for you, and you've got to maybe figure out a better way to manage your time, manage your resources. For some of you, this is an emotional, feeling overwhelmed emotionally. So it is suggesting that you do take a break, take a rest. A theme for you this week in the big picture, we have the Ace of Coins in reverse. So this does talk about rejection, unfortunately, yes. This can be a feeling of being rejected. It can also be that there's a missed opportunity here. Usually this has to do with something that is in the physical world, an opportunity that needs to be grasped in order for it to manifest in reality, since I see the aces as the potential of that suit. But something here doesn't have potential. Something here doesn't get off the ground. This can also be that you might be losing some money this week. You might be rejecting someone's offer. Someone may be rejecting your offer. I definitely feel here that, yeah, I'm drawn to this little keyhole here. And it's kind of like, you know, you have the keys to unlock this, but either the timing is not right, or it could be a situation where the environment is not healthy. There's a need to stay grounded here and to also be very realistic with regards to the opportunities coming to you. I do interpret this as a rejection though. So be wary, watch out. There could be something going on this week where you do need to protect yourself, and you do need to watch out for false opportunities or people that might be, you know, really not valuing your time, your energy, and also stay away from unhealthy environments, etc. Okay? Something that you have already learned that will be useful for you to remember, and we have the King of Wands. This is my Leo card, and I really see the King of Wands as a strong leader type. You know, he's my Steve Jobs in the tarot. He's someone who commands leadership, very loyal, very passionate, very entrepreneurial. So as something that you've already learned, I feel like this is an energy. This can be someone that you already know or associate with, since he is a king, or this can be an aspect of your personality that you can draw on this week. The King of Wands is very action-oriented. You know, he's a go-getter. He just goes after what he wants. He can be loyal, but he doesn't like to stay at home and wait for things to happen. He's more of someone that goes out and makes his visions into reality. He makes his dreams come true. He makes other people's dreams come true. Also, this is someone who's very creative, very passionate. So I definitely feel here there could be a lesson for you around this energy. You already know how to be like this, or you've already met someone who is like this in your past, and maybe they are a great inspiration to you. A challenge you'll face this week is the Knight of Coins. So you may be dealing with an earth sign, a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. This person is very slow, very methodical. We have the tortoise here. So everything they do is very slow and methodical. And sometimes they can be interpreted as a bit boring, a bit dull, a bit routine. This can be also indicating work is a challenge for you. Doing things slow and steadily is a challenge for you. I often find the Knight of Coins also in a relationship can be something that's, you know, you've gotten into a routine with someone, or you've gotten into this routine. And yes, it's very slow, it's very practical. Yes, you're making money, but it can be a bit boring and a bit dull. So it could be that work is a challenge for you this week. You might be looking for more excitement. You might be looking for something that's going to captivate your attention. That's going to be more, how should I say it? More like the King of Wands, possibly. But I'm seeing here that, yeah, your challenge is around an earth sign who could also be like this Knight of Coins. I do feel here that this person is very loyal. They're very honorable, but they're just a bit caught up in their work, or they're just a bit slow. And they also may have a tendency to get weighed down by their emotions, to get stuck, to be too perfectionistic, too caught up in the details. So you might want to watch out for that this week. A lesson you are learning now, Scorpio, and we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. So this feels like a situation where you've been continuously disappointed, or you've felt like withdrawing or moving on, but you continue to come back. you continue to circle back. It's like you can't walk away from something. And so your lesson is around, why you might not be able to move on, why you aren't moving on, why you continue to come back to something that's just been disappointing, or you've been feeling rejected in the past by it. So your lesson has to do with how to move on from something, how to, completely disengage and walk away, how to, if you've been doing some soul searching, it's about what have you learned from that time away. If you've been taking a vacation or a bed rest, what have you learned from your time away? The lessons have to do with moving on. The lessons have to do with your emotions and the disappointment that you've been feeling and how to deal with that. What are the next steps that you need to take in order to completely, move on from some situation here that's just been very disappointing for you? The gift you will receive this week, Scorpio, is the Nine of Cups in reverse. So this is telling me here, this is like a gift in disguise, and I feel like it's kind of like the universe teaching you a bit of a lesson here. So sometimes when I see a card like this in this position, the gift is that you're receiving something that you don't want in order so that you know what you do want. I interpret the Nine of Cups in reverse as disappointment, not feeling satisfied. There can also be deep resentment here, feeling of wanting maybe what someone else has and feeling resentful that you don't have it. It can also be here because we have the Wish card, which is about satisfaction. It is about getting what you want. But here I'm seeing that either because you aren't learning how to move on, or because your lesson is about moving on, that your gift is that there's something that you do want, but you're not able to have it just yet. So your gift is in learning that by not moving on from it, by staying with it, or by facing a rejection, that you are going to learn more about what it takes to truly feel satisfied, to truly get what you want. Because we do want to get at the upright qualities of the Nine of Cups, which is all about having your wishes granted, about being satisfied. But since I feel that you are learning about something here that you're not moving on past, your gift has to do with not receiving that ninth cup yet. It's like kind of saying, if you don't move on, you're not going to. The gift is there for you. I feel like you can manifest this gift this week, but it's going to require you to walk away from something in order to receive it. I feel like a lot of cards are telling me here that if you just continue to do the same thing that you've been doing without taking action, you aren't going to receive that satisfaction, that happiness that you're looking for. So there is a desire here. There is a need here for you not to take a snooze this week, not to just rest or not to just disengage, but to really move on, to really move forward on your path. I hope that makes sense. But yes, I do feel like some of you will be able to walk away from something here, whether it's a work situation, whether it's potentially an earth sign or an opportunity that, in order to seize this opportunity, you really do need to maybe leave something behind and go out and go after what it is that you do want. Hopefully that makes sense. Scorpio, that is your weekly reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Also, if you'd like to book your New Year forecast, I do have those up on my website. They are 50 minutes for $59, and I'm also offering private readings. If you would like a private reading, please do check out my website or click on my scheduling page. Hope you guys have a great week. Take care.